Yes! Oh, fantastic. Right, rock and roll. Okay, I have no idea if I'm too loud or anything because I tweaked around with the sound. I think it should be okay, but if you're finding the music, oh, KO2 fan, nice! Rock and roll, how's it going? Yes, awesome. Right, yeah, like I tweaked around with the sound settings, so I'm not actually sure if we're like going to be too loud, if the music's too overpowering. I might just turn the music down just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's cool actually. That's good to hear. I'll have a yeah. If it becomes problematic, I'll sort of yes, Gliss, nice, rockin', wicked. Right. Ah, yes. Okay. So we have basically like I've got the reason I've been off for a while is just purely I've been setting things up so that hopefully this episode we're going to do some really awesome, cool things. So Neil, you know, I went to the board. And they weren't happy with this game over scene. I was thinking, this is perfect. This is exactly what, whenever anyone playing the game, this is how they want the game over scene to look like. It'll just be a, a badly resolution thing saying game over, no option to exit. There'll just be like a good game over screen. No, but what we're going to do today, we're going to try and improve that. That's one thing that we're going to do. Number two, let's have a look. Oh yeah, we want the ability to, when you press escape, it brings up a menu where you can like exit game and stuff. But yeah, oh wicked. Anyway, how is everyone rocking? Let's go. Right, I realised this game over screen, this is probably going to be the toughest one, and I'd rather start with something quite easy. So, also, right, number 3, we are going to, right, what were we going to do? We're going to go create a new scene, which we're going to call something. New scene. This will be... I'll call it opening. This one shouldn't be too hard. This one is going to be hopefully just quite a lot of fun. So what I've done, I was trying to work out what a name, like, you know, most people, they have their sort of brand logo, even though it hasn't been in any way, let's have a look, save, that's fine. I haven't actually sort of registered this name at all, but this is kind of what I'm looking to call my sort of company name. And I've done a little animation where it sort of comes up and then it disappears and then it will just go straight into the title scene. So now that we're in here, one thing very important, we need our hardcore master thing. This is just something that connects and is the sort of continuity between that goes from scene to scene. So we've got this now. I kind of want to make this that's a wonderful colour. No, we'll turn this into black here, and I will go create an empty game object, and we'll call this opening master. Go. Yeah, opening master is fine. That's all we need. And yeah, and I'll show you the animation that I'm looking to put together in just a little bit. Yeah, I did this a little bit yesterday actually. Where are we? Rumpletown. Title. So it'll look better once it's all together. So I've got hold of these. Let me just move that over there. We need to find some sprites. I think we can have it here. No, let's go create create a new folder, opening. Now I think we can actually just drag these straight on top of here. So this will just take a minute. Yeah, the old heat wave. It's going on for a bit longer than I thought. I don't like, because I don't know how much the fan, the noise of the fan is going on, but I know it's a little bit loud, and I apologise. I just like I'm just going to struggle otherwise. Right. So, what does any of this mean? It'll make sense soon. Okay, first of all, we've got to work out what I need to create a 2D object. Sprites, square, and yeah, let's put this 0, 0. So that's almost a kind of acceptable size. but I want to change it to... Let's change it to 1 to 8. Point filter and none, and apply. So it doesn't go all blurry. That's okay. We can actually just simply make it bigger, but I'd rather kind of get all these sprites. So let's, if this was say 1.5, I think that should be okay. That should be all good. Right. So what is all this about? What's going on here? So this will be opening SR. No, yeah, opening game object. That's fine. I know I probably don't need two separate game objects here, but let's go. Let's just start putting this together. Okay. So my plan is we're going to cycle through all of these this animation, and then at the end of it, it's just going to go straight to the title screen. So as soon as you start the game, this will be the first thing that you see. But what is it? Don't worry, it'll look amazing. Trust me. Right, here we go. Scripts. Create a folder here. Opening scripts. Create opening master. Script. You know what? The more I'm actually looking at this, the more I'm sort of thinking we might not even necessarily need because it's going to be such a simple scene, there really isn't much going on, that I might not need a whole master or anything. I can probably just get everything in one. No, I'll still play it safe. This goes over here, and we need to put in our animation and our mover script. I don't even know if we're going to use this mover, but I always like to just make sure it's on here, just to be on the safe side. I'm just used to having this as part of the bread and butter of every scene. We always need these two scripts. Right, so I think, so opening master script, let's have a look, let's start putting all this together. Yeah, because I have a feeling we don't need to actually put any code on this. We can just find this and then act on it, maybe. So, public sprite renderer opening SR void awake. I'm just assuming there's something that we're going to need to put in this at some point. I can't work out what it'll be. Also we'll need private sprite opening sprites. Yes, that's it. Okay, we do have a purpose for this. So we're going to have opening sprites equals resources dot load all sprites. So I'm just doing this bit of code here so we can get access to all of our sprites that we've just put in. Right, so it's everything in here. So I'm just going to go copy path. Oh yeah, and it's also another thing which I always want to mention. Whenever I'm actually saving the file for all the sprites, I intentionally always put 3 zeros at the end, because Unity numbers them and orders them in the wrong order otherwise. So if you were to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as soon as it gets to 10, it would read that 1, and so it actually, in the order, it'd go 1, 10, 2, 3, and it would just go wrong. So if you just put a bunch of zeros, that seems to work. Anyway, we've copied the path. We're going to chuck this bad boy in here. Not quite, we need to get rid of that. Okay, void start and public void start opening. Again, I might be making a bit more code than I need to, but I'd rather kind of keep a sort of standardised way of doing all of this. So start opening routine. I know you're going to see it all animate together, and you'll be like, "Oh, this was quite underwhelming, to be honest." But it's fine. Start opening. Okay. Public bool busy. Start coroutine. Start opening routine. There we go. Busy equals true. Busy equals false. And ideally, by the end of this episode, the only thing we really need to do is make a victory script, a victory scene, and then literally, I think we're kind of ready to go. Right. So what I could simply do, and I don't know, like, the more I think about it, if I just made this a child of this, then we can easily get hold of this particular sprite renderer without actually going too much into it. I quite like this. I think this is fine. We got some error messages. That's fine. I love error messages. I was just this is a boring error message because I know what the problem was. I like good error messages that keep me staring at a screen for like 45 minutes on end, 45 minutes or longer, where you're just like, where is it? This one's easy though. Right. So what do we want to do? We want to actually, now that we've got the opening sprites, we want to make sure we have access to our opening SR. So how do we do that? We're going to have opening SR equals get component in children, because we know that it's actually it's on one of the children. Sprite renderer, and that's kind of the easiest way. Now, if we did incidentally have a sprite renderer attached to the main thing, it would actually go to that, but there is only one sprite renderer, so it knows where it is. We've got it right. So now that we've got this, we're going to have int chom equals aaron.instance dot play forward once. So what are all the arguments we need to put in? So first of all, we need to put the sprite renderer in. That's the thing that actually plays all the sprites, that holds all the sprites and shows them. Then we actually need to put the physical sprites into the machine. Opening sprites. Finish sprite, I think. Let's go play it safe. Opening sprites dot length -1. So that's just saying that once it's finished, it's going to stay on the last sprite, which is exactly what I want. Okay. Then anim speed. Let's try 0.1f. There, okay. So this is basically saying to play the animation, and let's go make it a little bit nicer. I'm going to actually have opening SR dot sprite equals. So I'm doing a little bit beforehand. This won't take long. It's just I realised that I think I want the screen to actually for the picture to sort of fade in. So we're going to make it start completely clear, then fade in, then animate, and then the scene's going to change. So sprite equals opening sprites, and the first one in the line is 0. Okay, and then opening SR dot color equals color dot clear. and then int chum equals mover.instance.fade SR to color. Opening SR color.white, and we'd have it over, I think 0.5 seconds should be fine, while mover.instance.s2f bool not bad, chum so this is, we're starting off with being clear, fading it to white over 0.5 seconds, waiting for it to fade, and then we're going to start playing the animation. And then while aaron.instance.chumbles yeah, I kind of like, that's where I'm going to stand now. It's like I'm just, the fact that I've got chumbles, it's like, no, that does mean something, even though it sounds like I'm just making internet. But like, so this is just waiting for this animation, and this bit here is just waiting for this animation to play through. Okay, and then maybe we could even fade it to clear afterwards. And then right after here we're going to have master script.instance.change scene to another scene. I just got to remember what it's called. So that'll be title scene. Right, sweet. Okay. I'm just sort of having a little look. I feel like I'm probably missing something. In my head, this might just literally work first time. Right. No, I've got to have confidence. It will work first time. It'll look brilliant. Okay. One other very quick thing. File, build settings. What we're going to do, where we've got opening scene, we actually want to... Yeah, we want to put that at the top. So all this really means, these are the scenes that are actually going to be in the game. So, for example, I've got a test scene, which I'm using generally as a scene where I can workshop and try and work different things out. However, I don't really need... whereas I don't need it in the main game. So these are all the scenes that we're actually going to use. Okay, right. Will it work? Let's go. Let's go make it full screen. Alright, it's already on full screen. Okay. 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 Kind of worked pretty well, didn't it? Right, awesome. Okay, so that's going to be the sort of start-up. Now, what I can do is I kind of want to do one other last little thing. And I don't know if this is... It's like I want to make it so that... I'm going to have a public bool changing scene and void update if input dot get mouse button down 0 if not changing scene. Changing scene equals true, and C. So this is just in case you want to just click to skip it. So, but we've got to be very careful with these booleans, because one thing which would lead to a problem is if it was trying to change scene and then there was another thing that occurred which was trying to make it change scene as well. It would just start getting a bit ugly. So now that we've done this, we can now just make here if not changing scene equals true. Why have I done all of this? It's purely because I want to deal with every possible outcome. So what if, so this will just mean that we can click to skip it. But like, if we try to skip it while it's already changing scene, it won't let us. So if it's reached here and it's changing the scene, so this should work. This should be completely fine. But let's give it a shot. I want to just first of all check, because I want to just see what it looks like on the big screen again. Right. Okay. Right, fantastic. Okay. I have a feeling that it might not be called change scene. We might need to use something else. Let's go to the definition. Ah, okay. So another thing that I kind of want to do is let me just have a look at this again. Yeah, so what we kind of want to do as well is on the title screen, we want to make sure that you kind of like, it doesn't just appear, but the kind of like the black kind of wavy lines open up as if to be like you're opening and now you're into the next scene, which should be really easy. Oh yeah, so we didn't, oh sorry, I did all this code and I didn't actually check. So let's first of all just check that the changing scene, I can just click and then skip it. So, bored of this. Okay, yeah, and then it works. Okay, fantastic. Right, so now let's actually go, we're in the title scene now. Title master script, edit, begin title routine. So I think we can actually have master script dot instance dot open scene while what booleans are actually being done. Go to definition. Yeah, while it's busy. While master script dot instance dot busy yield return null. I think that's all we need to do. Right. So this should be pretty good. Okay. Ah, yeah. No, bored. Just want to skip it. Okay. We can see a slight problem, but that should be no problem. Shouldn't be too much. So what we need to do, I think the actual orthographic size we can just move up here. That should be fine. Okay. Skip. Oh yes, okay. Oh right, yeah, that is the slight problem that we got. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that. That's easily fixed. All we would actually need to do is Yeah. Right. Anyway, yeah, there's obviously a bit of a load time. Actually, getting a whole concept of a load screen is quite a complicated thing that I think you might need the upgraded version of Unity to get to work. I mean, I've come up with ideas in my head as to how to make a load screen, but I don't really know how reasonable it is. Okay. Anyway, this is all good. Okay. So what we're looking to do now is somewhere we want to make sure that if you press escape, it brings up a menu. So and I think let's just have a look at the master script, because we want to have access to yeah, I'm just having a look at this master script, seeing if we can just fit in the whole concept of pressing escape to bring up a menu. Control MO, let's have a look. Is this too heavy? Do we make another script? I think we do. I think this is a bit heavy here. We're going to have a whole new script, which we'll add into core, which we'll call create C# script escape menu script. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Because bear in mind, when you press escape, it's going to do a bunch of different things dependent on which menu you're at. Like, for example, if you're actually in the middle of a battle and you press escape, you want the ability to either exit the game altogether or return to title screen. And now, yeah, whereas if you're actually in the actual title screen, you kind of just want the ability to. Most people, when they're in the title screen, they press escape. That's mainly just to exit. So it will just be a little menu will come up saying, "Would you like to exit?" So easily done. Right, first of all, let's go get the sprites for that. And I think what we need to do is we actually need to start constructing it in our test scene. So yep, that's good. That's brilliant. We've done all that. That's all we need. We can get rid of that. So what I want to do is create a 2D object, sprites square, and sprites. Create a new folder, escape sprites, escape menu sprites. Okay. Right. So we've actually got access to these sprites. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. So buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the main three things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to exit the game altogether, back to title, or resume game. We've got those. Oh yeah, also I do want these buttons here are quite relevant as well. This button, yeah, this is basically, you know, instead of just pressing escape, you can also press this button to activate the menu. I haven't worked out exactly where I'm going to fit this button in all of the scenes yet, but I'll come to that. So I probably should have actually separated these into different things. I'm going to probably have to do that now. First of all, let's go make all of these 1 to 8. Point filter, quality none, and apply. Folder. Actually, no, we don't need to make folders. We can just get access to them. It should be no problem. So Let's have a look. And I think that's about how big I want it to be. Although, right, big talk here. Right, we're going to do a few interesting little things as well. We are going to have sorting layer, escape menu. This one is going to be in front of everything, no matter what, which makes sense to me. Okay, so done. Sweet. Okay, let's go back into here. And I'm actually going to change something slightly on the fly. So what I kind of want to do is, in the same way that I've made other things like this, right, I can get rid of that, sorry. In the same way that I've done other things, like menus like this before, I want to have a background screen that blocks you from clicking on anything else. So, how are we going to do that? So I think this one, this actual object here, shouldn't be this. It should just be a screen. I'm just going to hope to kind of chance upon it, but I can't remember exactly what it is. We'll just go into another thing. It shouldn't be too difficult. Right. Okay, what's the quickest way of me bringing this up? How come my brain is just going, it's fried. Okay, right, no, it's okay. We can save this scene. This is, yeah, like I say, this is the most unorthodox method of finding something. It's just, you know, when you're thinking, I know the sprite that I'm looking for, but I've got quite literally about 300 to look through, and I can't remember what I've called it. So if we just go into Destiny map, and then press play. Right, now, if I go into here, don't think that one counted actually. I think I've got to just press this menu in the bottom left. Yeah, that's it. Okay, right. Everything's fine. We're there. We're there. This bad boy. What is it called? Oh, it simply just is a square. Okay. Oh, fantastic. So 20 by 20. Okay, that was it. Sorry, I thought this was going to be a lot more complicated than this. Okay, everything's fine. However, we kind of want that as a bit of a reference point to go through. So let's bring that menu up again, just purely so I can kind of essentially copy a bit of code for later. So if I click here, edit this script. Sorry, editing this script as well. Yeah, this is what I want. Text background script, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This will just be useful for when we're putting our menu together. Okay, right. Okay, we can go back to where we were now. I just needed the old reference. So escape, menu, go. So it's so hot, isn't it? This one here we can just simply have as this one, and we have that sliced and have that as 20 by 20. Yeah, that's fine. So that'll cover everything. Don't worry, this is not what it's going to look like. so now, as one of the childs, we want to add a 2D object, sprite, square, menu, base, SR. So on top of here, these are all going to be escape menu. This one I want to be 1 in front, and sprites, escape sprites, and put this bad boy over here. So, what is the problem here? Just got to try and work out why this isn't looking the way that it should do. Okay. Clearly done something wrong here. It's as if it's zoomed in super. Okay. Ah. So I think this might just be a bit too big, is what I can think of. Guess so. That's okay. We can change that. If we make it 256, I think that should apply. I think that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. So the problem we had was the image was too big, that it was taking up most of the screen. That still actually seems too big as well. So if we go 512 and apply, I think that's fine. That seems good. Okay. Right, now on here we want to add components, 2D box collider. And let's just make this a little bit easier to see. So this box collider, so we want the box collider to be as big as this whole screen. So I think if I had that as 20 by 20, the same as that, then yeah, that fits in perfectly. I'm going to leave it at this colour for the time being. But that's by the by, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, right, where are we up to? So, let's go close all this. Okay. Right, we'll start putting this escape menu together. So, scripts, create a new folder. I didn't need to put it E. Oh yes, so the escape menu script, even though it's kind of quite big talk we're talking, I think this is going to be added to our core script, our core master script. Code Rad Games, rock and roll, wicked. How you doing? Awesome. Yeah. Right, we're working on putting a menu together today. It's like I want to make sure that if you press escape, it's gonna. I'll tell you what, it's really properly. We are so close to getting a sort of playable version now. We're getting like properly close. We've got to. We've got about. Hold on, I've worked out the problem. Sorry. But yeah, we're very close to getting it sorted now. I've made this 4x4. That's where the problem lies. That's okay. We can actually change all these ones back. But yeah, so I've got to make a menu, then I've got to make a game over screen, then a victory screen, and then like I can start getting people to sort of test play it, which is really exciting. What about you? How's everything going with your game? I'm literally, whenever I see more of it, I'm just like, oh, I just want to play it. It's looking awesome. Right, menu page. So that we can actually go back to 128 and apply. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so for some reason I made this 4x4 and I can't really remember why. Okay, so now big talk. We're going to go into our core script master and we're going to add our escape menu script to this one. That is a really interesting, really interesting. It definitely looks fun to play. I think it's just like I do get a proper sort of unforgiving Dark Souls vibe about it, but that's only good. That's only a good thing. You know, that's like the whole Souls series was like the thing that makes it genuinely so fun is its actual brutal difficulty. Oh no! I mean, it absolutely looks awesome. Like that's no, there's no question about that. But like, I think one thing you will have a bit of a sort of like when it's like easier to actually get hold of a game to play and stuff. I'll be able to give you a bit more sort of constructive criticism. Yeah, but it definitely does look good. Right. Yeah, so I think, yeah, let's go get rid of all this. Public, static, escape menu script, instance, void, awake, instance equals this. Yeah. I think the it's just like, because I know that I have I remember I made a particular game a while ago which like I had an idea. Well, actually it was more like one of my brothers came up with an idea for a game and I thought, oh brilliant, okay, I'm going to start putting it together, right? And then I finally did. I made all the mechanics, I got it to work, and I was like, this game isn't actually that fun to play. But like I think it's mainly I was working on putting the mechanics together and I didn't really spend much time on thinking how can I, make this like an actual fun game to play. Whereas I genuinely do think that the fact that you've got that in your mindset, like I think but obviously you'll need loads of people to test it to sort of to make sure that it is actually fun. Right, we've got hold of this. We want public game object, escape menu game object. Right, I think that's all we need so far. And I think the rest of the code we're actually going to have within this escape menu. So escape menu script. Actually, what did I call the main thing? Sorry, I'm going a bit crazy here. Oh no, I've called that escape menu script. Escape menu scripts, that's fine. Okay. Let's go add another script. Create C# script. What should we actually call this? Kind of want to call this the escape menu script now. Escape base script. That should be fine. Okay. and then create, escape, menu, button, script. I feel I'll make all these scripts now and then we'll start putting it together. Okay. So now we're here. So this is the base script. This is what we want to do. So private sprite renderer, background SR, private sprite renderer, base SR, void awake, background SR equals get, I think it's just simply a get component, sprite renderer, and the base SR is equal to get components in children, sprite renderer, and I think it'll be number 1, won't it? So that should be okay. Public void summon menu. And I always like to have a boolean which is busy. So this will be the basic thing, and then summon menu routine, private I enumerator, summon menu. It feels like a little bit of a rigmarole to go through each time, but I like to keep everything standard. So summon menu, busy equals true, busy equals false. Okay. So now we want to have background SR dot color equals color dot clear, and .5, yeah, that's fine. So this is just, I just wanted to have a look at this thing here. So 0. Yeah, this is just to how much to fade in the background. So, in fact, I might even be able to copy most of that code, but no, I'll type it out. Int chum equals mover.instance.fade SR to color, background SR, new color, for the time being 0.0f, 0.0f, f, 0.5f. Okay, and that will just be over 0.5 seconds while mover.instance.s to fbool chum. Okay, sorry, I've just been muttering to myself for quite a while. What I've just done here is I've made it so that this background here, this grey bit, they're both grey. Why did I make them both grey? That confuses things. The actual big grey bit that's in the background, that starts off entirely clear and then it fades into sort of black. So you can still see stuff behind it, but it's going to kind of prevent you from doing anything else that isn't specifically on this menu. Okay, and I quite like the idea of actually, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. So this is going to be the position here. Let's go make this 10. Okay, why have I made this 10? So yeah, this will be a sort of slow stage process that I will explain in just a sec. So now we're making it 10 so it's off the screen, and I like the idea that it can just go whoop and then just kind of like come in. So int chum equals mover dot instance dot move to point local bounce y, and this will be the base. Oh, we need a transform for this as well, don't we? Oh, Doctrine. No, I've never heard of that. That actually, yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. Is it something? Oh, yeah, I'll have to. I literally never even heard of that. Is that something that helps with the coding? I'll have a. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. Is it something? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at images, and I'm still a little bit baffled. But yeah, it's something which which is probably actually worth a try. Oh, I see. That probably makes sense. It's only just because I made my own version a little while ago that I've just been, when I'm thinking, it's almost that sort of proud feel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll look forward to that. Actually. Yeah. That'd be really cool. So what I'm doing at the moment now is I'm just getting access to the transform of this base SR. So the target vector is going to be vector 3.0. Time to take, let's go 0. I don't know why I'm thinking 0.75, and the bounce height I'm actually going to have as minus 2.0f, and we can actually have a little tweak around that. Oh yeah. Hey. Okay. Right. Now we need to actually summon this. So void start. Yeah, this is quite a big thing to take on board. In fact, as I'm putting this together, I'm realising this might take me an episode in and of itself. So I might not be able to get the game over screen sorted. The game over screen shouldn't take too long, but there's still a lot of little things that I want to put into it. I mean, so my plan with the game over screen is I want it to show the picture of the town with lots of different smoke effects coming up, and then every now and then, like, some random beans are sort of running around and then jumping and splattering. But then I was thinking, is that a bit too sadistic? I don't know. I want it to still feel colourful and light, but I don't know if it's going to just be like, this is just looking a bit too a bit too horrendous. But anyway, that's something which I'll come across. I'll be like, is this looking too depressing? I want it to be funny, but yeah, anyway, we'll have a look. Right, so move to... Right, okay. So hopefully... yeah. So let's go play scene. I haven't actually attached it to anything yet, have I? That's where we're struggling. Escape menu base script. Yeah, let's give this a try. Yeah, that's perfect. Admittedly, I have got a black background, so I'm just going to change this to this colour just for the time being, just so we know, so we know it does fade. It's a little odd. Okay, I think it has actually worked. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. One more time. This should be good. This is just a good opening. This is like how I want the menu to appear. Fades up. Yeah, perfect. Okay, everything's good. And we got this hey message here. That means we know where we're going back to in the code, and we can just head. We can plow. We can continue to go further in. Okay, so now. Right, okay, well that's brilliant. Right, fantastic. Next, we want to create these buttons. We can do pretty much everything in in one script. Let me just turn this back to being black, just mainly for my eyes. Okay, so now we want to create a whole extra game object, which we're going to have here. Create empty. Escape menu, individual escape menu button, go. Right, and now we might be able to, I know that I have got a few scripts that rely on if I have button scripts, I like this. So, yeah. Okay, I think it should be fine. The reason, like, because what we can do with the escape menu button script, which I haven't actually got up yet, we can actually just make it a child of this button script, which will save a lot of time. So, oh no, no, actually I've got a different button script. Sorry, I've got this is a bit embarrassing. I've just got to remember, because I know that I've got a really good, useful script where lots of things can just refer to it, and the easiest way of me finding this out is just by saving this scene and going into scenes. Destiny map I think has the most of them, so let's have a look. I just got to remember like what script I'm actually referring to, which is probably a pretty bad idea. So if I click here, anything not that one. Okay, what's the easiest way, what's the most practical way of coming up with this? Okay, resources I think this one might be good. Let's go to this definition. I think this might be You know, even though I've called it Destiny generic button script, I think this covers everything we need. So let's just copy that. Control C. Control V. And now let's close all but this, make things a bit clearer for ourselves. Go to definition, add this bad boy, and find out what we've actually got. So set sprites is what we're after, isn't it? Or this has got to be override. Up sprite and down sprite. Just got to work out how I can do this. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've got to actually, just got to kind of think this through slightly. So I think, trying to work out, because I'm thinking, like, how lazy can I go? And I think I can't quite be as lazy as I want to be, which is terrible. I think I need to actually, let's have a look. You know what? Yeah, we can. We can, I think. So I'm going to have public void set escape button sprites. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. The reason being is I feel like we can do almost everything in just one bit of code. So yeah, sorry about this. I'm you know, when you're sort of like, my brain's trying to come up with a good idea, and the more I look at it, the more I've actually got to change this. I've got to rename this. Escape menu. Resume button script. Yeah. Okay. So that should be fine. Right. Up. Right, so at the moment that should be a different colour. So kind of run myself. I need to actually exit this altogether. Hopefully this should suddenly work again. Oh yes, right, so while I'm doing all this, comical things that I was told during my childhood. Now, there was a TV show called The Crystal Maze, which I absolutely loved when I was younger. It had a guy called Richard O'Brien who was bald, and the idea is a team of people were looking to do a group of activities. That's it, we got that green, everything's fine. The world is in order now. Yeah, needed to do a group of activities which involve sorry, where like you know, they would try and do a particular thing in like 3 minutes, a particular challenge where there's loads of different rooms, and it was kind of like my favourite. I was like, I look forward to Friday, not for the fact that it was a weekend, but it was because Friday has got the Crystal Maze. I can't wait. Escape menu, back to title. No, hold on. Right, so I actually need to delete this and then create it again. Yeah, some of these scripts are going to have quite long names, but I need to make an individual script for. There's going to be 3 different buttons that are going to appear on this menu: the resume button, the back to title, and exit game altogether. Create C# script, escape, menu, back to title, button, script. And escape, menu, exit, game, button, script. And then we're going to just have, just for continuity, we're going to create a little folder which we're going to call individual button scripts. Individual button scripts. Anyway, if the idea is if they completed enough, they got a crystal every time they completed one of the tasks, and then at the end they're in this big crystal where they've got to try and collect as many golden tickets, and it's like all these golden tickets are like flying everywhere, and they've got to grab it, and the number of crystals they've got is depends on how many how much time they have in there at the end. And I was told that when they're doing a challenge, if they don't get out in time, they're locked in. But the thing is I like, obviously as an adult now, I can be like, oh, they were just locked in for the rest of the show, whereas I thought they were locked in there forever. So I was always scared whenever I was watching it. I was thinking, please, just don't get locked into one of the rooms. You know, you don't want to be there forever. And I don't know why I believed that, but that's just kind of like that's what I just thought was true. And I was just like, no, God, it's like the most terrifying experience. I loved watching it, but I was scared every time. I was like, please don't get locked in. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right, where are we up to? Set sprites. So, up sprite equals resources dot load sprite equals up sprite. So now here's where it gets interesting. I think we can do a test straight away to see if it works. So I'm going to create a 2D object, sprite square. We're going to call this escape button resume game object. That's fine, and we want to attach it, this one here, and this is just a sort of little test to see if this does work. So let's give it a try. Not quite, but I'm in the wrong scene anyway. I didn't need to do that. In fact, this will be a prefab, so let's go make a prefab for this. Escape, menu, stuff. This bad boy's going to go in here. I didn't realise I was still on the Destiny map. And now we can go back into our test menu where we can give it a try. Sure. Where are we? Right, so resources. Let's go put this on here. That's fine. We want to make this escape and that one to be 2, I think. So let's just have a little look, see how it goes. Alright, so it's still not getting the sprite. There's probably a good reason as to why that is the case. I'm sure I can work that one out. So if we go into here, oh yeah, of course, I haven't actually filled this in yet. That's why. Prefabs, sprites. So this is the, I believe this is the resume button. So look, yeah, resume game. Yeah, that's fine. So this is the one that we want to get. So. Yeah, we will make it a folder. Wrong button. Sorry, I tell you what, I've been mumbling quite a bit, but so that one is 5. So we're just getting access to the correct ones, and I want to just test one, just test to see this whole thing works. Because yeah, this is the problem with when you have streams like this. Okay, did I not? I might have forgot to save it. Might have forgot. Oh, we can remove that. Yeah, this was my pixel tester script. This is what kind of made me like was able to kind of give me a really cool looking filter, but we don't need that now. That was just purely there for testing purposes. Okay, right, so why didn't this work? Let's have a look. So on awake, it should set sprites, and I kind of want to have a little debug here. Yo. We just want to see that it is actually going to hit this script, because ideally the point which I'm making is the sprites should have changed, and I'm not really sure why they haven't. Okay, it's just bypassed it altogether. Never mind. Let's try and work out why that is the case. No. I want to just see if it's cool, if it's actually just not over. Oh, protected! Ah, protected. That's the word. Okay, everything's fine. We're back in business. Everything's fine. The world can carry. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Oh. That one I should just close altogether. Ah, okay. Maybe it's not. Why is that giving me problems? I might have got the syntax there wrong. Yeah, I think a slight error that I've made is when you create a script and then change the name of it, it does give you some problems down the line. So Right, so I've just got to work out why it's not doing that. So let me go back to having debug.log. No. Okay. We want to just see if it's actually going to get to this bit here. And then if that's the case, it might be a slight problem that I made. Me having to just correct something. It shouldn't take too long. Oh, it hasn't done that at all. Okay, never mind. Right, so what's the easiest way of doing this? Scripts. So that does open there. Oh! I guess I didn't change it here. Escape menu, resume button script. I just want to check. Escape menu, resume button script. Okay. Let's save that. Okay, I think we might be in business now. Oh. Why is this giving me so much flack? Okay, never mind. What's the laziest way of fixing this problem? I think I know it. Control C. This is an incredibly lazy way of sorting this, but I'm kind of fine with it. Control C. Delete that script. It's fine. Yeah, it's a difficulties you have when you're changing the names of a script once you've already decided it. So we're going to create a new C# script. Which we're going to call escape menu resume button script. We're going to this one here. Okay. Right, let's hope that's fixed it. That should have fixed it. That hasn't. Okay, what is the actual... So let's try and read. Let's see what the error message is. Apparently we already have one of these somewhere. Ah, okay. Let's go remove that component. Put this one on here. Oh no, why did I have the foolishness to actually try and rename something? Right, okay. So I think the problem that we're coming across is somehow this here is yeah. This particular name of script is here somehow twice. Apparently it's only once. Okay. Wow, this is a really interesting problem. I mean, so if I were to, let's go into here, remove component, and then just delete that script. It's fine. It's not actually, I haven't really done that much work. Okay. You know what? We're gonna right. What we'll do, I'm gonna change my slight plan. So that's fine. We're going to come back to him later. This is the troublemaker. We're going to create another 2D thing here. We're going to have escape menu, exit game button, go. That. And let's give it another shot. Yeah, sorry about all this. I know this has been because unfortunately, like making this escape menu is a little bit. It's not like super the most exciting thing ever, which is why I've tried to sort of intertwine it with my my fear of watching Crystal Maze stories and stuff. Right. Okay. Protected override. Yes, okay, that's good. Okay. Up sprite equals resources dot load sprite. I'm just trying a different one and seeing down sprite. Seeing if I can. Hopefully, this will kind of work now. Button SR equals. Okay, so we just need to get these locations. It is Unity kind of giving me a bit of grief. Alright, okay, will it work? Right, hopefully this should work. Come on. I've got faith. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Alright, brilliant. Alright. We'll worry about the resume game button a bit later in our journey. I think just for clarity, let's go turn this alpha to 0 just so it's a little bit clearer. This one here, we want to have escape menu and we want it to be order in layer 2. And then I just want to check that you can still click on it from previous code that's set up. Okay, so at the moment it's not seeming to activate when you click, and I've got to try and work out why that is the case. No, that's interesting. Oh, I think I know why. I think I do know why, actually. Oh no, maybe not. We've got the event systems. Okay, right, we've got a good comical problem that I am struggling to work out why. So has it got any recognition? So the problem is it should be like, all I want to do is just check that the button is actually going down. So on pointed down, if I just have debug.log dude. We can actually now get rid of that. We don't need that. I want to see if it is at least acknowledging that I'm clicking it. If not, then I'm actually a little bit stuck, to be honest. I've got to try and work out. Okay, so it's not. Oh nah, duh, I'm such an idiot. I just didn't put. I didn't give it a hitbox. I didn't give it a hitbox. That's it. That's on me. That's on me. 2D box collider. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But we can fix this. This is no problem now. Okay, all right, problem sorted. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think we're back in business. So let's just add this to our prefabs. Right, let's just delete this one off the face of the planet because it's been causing me nothing but grief. Sorry, just wanted to quickly check that. We can add this as a prefab as well. This is fine. So this bad boy can go in here. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is all fine. Okay, right, we're back in business. Sorry, that took me a while to actually. I was stuck there for a while. Apologies for that. Now we got to. So we now need to make 2 more buttons, which shouldn't be quite as difficult now. So if I go Control D, so we're duplicating this, but this one is going to be return to title. Okay, and we want to remove this component, and let's go into here, back to title. You know what? Let's make it back to title just so it's. Okay. Yeah. Should be okay. Now edit script. We can actually do almost this entirely. And I think it is just simply 3 and 4. Right, let's just check this button works. So I'm definitely doing a bit of a slower pace today. Yes. Okay. Right. Now. Now that we know that everything works, right, I feel like I've somehow damaged my Unity file so that I can never name a script escape menu resume button. script. So I'm actually going to steer into the curve, and we're going to just change the name of the script altogether, which is going to be escape menu continue continue game button script. Control D, kind of continue, go. Now let's go into this bad boy. I'm going to change it to resume game. We're going to remove component. It's on here, and then we're going to edit this script. Control C, copy and paste, and this is going to be 5 and 6. Oh, this has been a bit of a pain, but hopefully we might finally be ready to actually going to the next step. Just want to check this works. Okay, yeah, okay. We've got all these things, and it's continuously saying dude because we haven't given it. Right, okay, now that we've done that, right, we need to, let's work on, we're just going to work on the code for all of these. So, when we go onto here, we need activate, so override activate, and before, to save any confusion, yes, okay, I just want to check that when we're clicking on specifically the continue game button, that it will say the word yes. Right. Okay, so these ones say dude, and this one... Oh, does it actually say... Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So we can get rid of it saying dude now. Okay, so, right. Okay, so continue. Public void resume game. And private height enumerator resume game routine. Start coroutine, resume game routine. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. We can have a public. I just thought I would have just by default given a busy boolean to this, but I didn't. But that's no problem. I can just add one. Public bool busy. Busy equals true. Busy equals false. And let's do little green comments as to exactly what we want to happen. In fact, we just want to unsummon the menu. So in order for us to actually do that, we need a, over here I guess, we're going to have a public void set scripts. We want access to our we want access to this script here, so escape menu base script. Escape menu base script. Escape menu base script. And then so that way we can, like, once we're actually activated, we're telling the main base of the menu to unsummon. So we've got that. Right, and we're going to just put, just so we don't get a red squiggly line, I'm just going to have yield return null. So this, we have now got access to, we've got access to this escape menu base script, and definition. We now want an unsummon. Public void unsummon menu. Private enumerator unsummon menu routine. Not just start coroutine, start coroutine, summon menu routine. Okay. Busy equals true. Busy equals false. And we can actually use, we can grab a lot of what's going on here. So what we actually want to happen is we're going to copy a lot of this and move stuff around a bit. So first of all, we actually want the it's going to move up, so it's not going to move to 0, it's going to move to new vector 3 0.0f comma 10.0f. Yep, so that will move itself up, and I think we can still kind of keep everything the same, so it still kind of goes whip. This one is going to fade to color.clear. Clear. Okay. Yeah. So I think we're kind of almost there as far as making a resume button. What else do I need to put in? I'm just sort of thinking out loud. Well, sorry, my brain. I might need to hit myself a coffee because I'm actually feeling quite. My brain is just not fully engaged at the moment. Resume game and summon. So first of all, we're checking if that's not busy. Then we're going to have underscore busy. Okay, yeah, this is looking a bit better now. Okay, so we're slowly but surely putting everything into place. So upon activation, we want to resume game. So now that we've done that, upon summoning, in fact, I've got a really good idea. Before we actually move this base trans down, we can start putting in. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to have a little, even though this doesn't make an awful lot of sense, I'm just going to have an if state saying just true. It's mainly so I can separate this code so that I know where I'm looking at. So if true, instantiate let me just do a little green thing. So create the resume button, make it a child of the base, make it a child of the base, put it in the correct place. I think that's all we need to do. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think this is going to be the easiest method to do this. So now private game object resume button game object. So after we've done all this, we want resume button game object equals resources dot load and let's fit in all the others while we're here as well. So private game object back to title button go and private game object exit game button go. Right. So we just need to fill in these gaps here, which shouldn't take too long. Okay. Right. So I think we can actually now get rid of these. And we just need access to all of these, so copy path. So yeah, this is making sure that our base, our main menu thing is getting access to all the game objects it may or may not need. Path. I don't know why I'm saving in between each one. It's just taking a bit longer here. Okay, but we're just worrying about the resume button for the time being. So escape menu can that equals instantiate resume button go base trans dot get component okay. Alright, so that's created it and it's made it a child. We now need to put it in the right place, which which is going to be a little bit of trial and error to just work out. Oh, minus 1.5 is looking pretty solid. I like that. Okay. So, dot. Oh, right. So I guess when we're actually setting the sprites upon startup, we can also have public transform button trans get private set semicolon. So what we're doing here, we're making sure that with our resume button, we've got access to the transform. So this should be button trans equals get component transform. Oh, what have I done? Okay, I think everything's fine. Right. Button trans dot local position equals new vector 3 0.0f comma minus 1.5f. Right. Yeah, this was a bit of an ordeal, but I think we're almost there. Let's see if this is all going to work in one go. Let's go maximise on play. No, not quite. Oh yeah, of course, because we haven't set the scripts yet. That's what I needed to do. So we've got all of that. But we also need to escape menu button script dot set scripts this. Okay. So what we're doing now, we're putting this script so the resume button can get hold of it. The more I look at it, it probably should just have the word resume, not resume game, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, right. Oh, okay, I know it's not super impressive, but we have we are actually getting there. We're getting there. Right. Okay. Right, now we need to just do the same for the other buttons. The reason that this gets a little bit complicated is purely because if you press the escape button and you're in sorry, I just got to try and articulate what I'm trying to say. Yeah, if you're in the escape menu and you're already and you're on the title screen, you won't need a back to title button. So yeah, okay. So I think we're always going to create a resume game button. That should be fine. So we can actually get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Just got to think of all the scenes. Because we're essentially trying to work out what scene we're in so that we can work out the correct buttons. So if now what's the most efficient way of doing this? Because the other problem as well is at this precise moment no, you know what, let's not worry about this too much. We'll get the correct script. So escape menu, exit game button script equals instantiate exit game button go base trans dot get component, that one, oh yeah. I just need to actually get hold of the transform in all of these. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, we actually kind of need all of this, don't we? So let me just put all this information here. Yeah, this is just making sure all the buttons have access to their respective transform. Okay. Top. I think actually vector 3.0 is actually the correct one. And another bit of copying and pasting, set scripts, we want this one to be in all the others. So this is making sure we've got access, because all of these buttons are going to want the whole menu to do something. Okay. And I think actually we're just going to get rid of this just so for clarity's sake. Here we go, right. And now I'm going to save this, but we'll have a little look to see exactly where on the menu it should be. No, that's a little bit low. I mean, a little bit high, minus and maybe we could have a little bit more space. Maybe just an extra. I think that's better, isn't it? Okay, so what are the key numbers we've got here? Minus 0.4 and 0.7. That should be easy enough to do. Just got to remember those numbers now. Escape menu. Back to TypeScript. So this will create our the 3 buttons that we'll need, and I'm going to probably put some if statements to check what scene we're in to make sure to know whether we're going to create any of these to know what buttons to create. But if I just get all of this code down first, that should make life a bit easier. Back to title button. Get component. So 0.0f, 0.7f, and right. Okay, so hopefully now we've got a relatively okay looking. Oh, fair enough, man. Sorry, I might have actually messaged you a while ago, but yeah, it's good to have you on board though. See you in a bit, man. Right. Right, let's see if the menu works. Right, that's looking pretty good. I like this. And the resume game button works. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Okay. So now we just need to make the these buttons actually do something. So back to title. So I think the way in which we actually do this is where we've got this unsummon menu, regardless of what we're like hitting at any point, we're always going to unsummon the menu. So we should actually put an argument here, which will be like maybe arguably maybe just an integer. Yeah. Yeah. So where are we going to go? Control M-O. Unsummon menu. No, maybe a string in this case. A string. We'll just call it choice. Choice string. Yeah, okay, that's better. So now we're going to switch choice string, case, resume game, break. We're just going to simply destroy game object, case, back to title, master.instance.change scene to title scene, and case exit game break. Yeah, we actually need to. I'm going to have a debug.log fit in exit game code. The problem is I can't remember exactly the code involved to actually exit the game. So let's have a look. So now, so here we're going to have we can actually copy and paste this and just change the wording for everything else. Should be pretty easy. Right, so unsummon menu, forgot what I've called it, resume game. Control C. Yeah, it doesn't feel super great copying and pasting this code, but it will make life a lot easier in the future. So here, back to title, back to title routine, back to title, and then here we're going to have rename exit game, rename exit game routine, over here. Oh yay! Oh nice, yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, we've got like we're doing just a normal sort of escape menu at the moment, which as I'm sort of putting it together, I'm like, this isn't absolutely the most prime viewing as far as watching, but we are getting pretty close to it now. We can test various different things, so I want to kind of test all of them one after another. So if I have, but how are you doing, though, man? How's your how's your game going? Do you know? Have you made the update on your game where like the mining is a bit faster? Because if that's the case, I might even play a little bit after the stream. It's looking good. Right. Anyway, resume game. That works. That's no problem. And it has destroyed the game object, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Right, now we're going to go back to title. Now hopefully this will bring us to the title screen. Yeah, that's fine. I know that doesn't look super great, but that's fine. Okay. Right, and then now we want to just check the exit game. So at the moment I can't remember the code to to actually exit the game. So I've just put a debug message for the time being. Fit in exit game code. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Right, now what we need to do is we've got this here. So now in our master escape menu script, oh right, oh fair enough, fair enough. I think the thing which is with streaming is there's not that many people. It's quite hard to actually be able to stream full time. You know, it's like I've got a job elsewhere, and it's like sometimes I've just got to be like, well, you know, you can only ever stream when you're actually sort of feeling up to it and stuff. So that's absolutely fair play. And yeah, I've been doing quite scarce, like not too many streams lately, like barely one a week, just because I've had lots of other stuff going on. Right, escape menu go. Right, so we've got instance equals this. Now I think I can actually close all but this. And I just want to remember exactly what I'm doing over here. Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. Because I think I'm so happy when I'm actually in my sort of streaming sort of zone. I think like I can be so productive. I mean, today, to be honest, I've been a little bit slow to actually get things done, but it's mainly just because it's something quite complicated. But I do find, I don't know if it's the same with you, but when I'm coding streaming, I'm just so much more like efficient, I think. So, oh yeah. I can actually do something similar to that, actually. Kind of want that instead. So, if instance is equal to null, then do that, and also escape menu go equals resources.load game object. So let's go put this bad boy in. But yeah, like I'm going to work on my like Steam page soon. I think yeah, I was speaking to someone who was in the chat a little bit earlier, Code Rad Games, who actually came up with the idea of like it's better to actually get the Steam page up and running sooner rather than later. Ah, yay! How's it going? Rice exploit? RCE exploit. Yeah, good to have you in the chat. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. Lakia Gaming. Boom. Right. Wow. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I wouldn't normally get quite as excited about you saying that, but I was like, if you caught me about an hour ago or half an hour ago, I was properly stuck on something. Right. This is you know when you create a script and then you want to change the name of it, right? You know how. How it normally takes a good sort of 6 months off of your life due to stress. It's like, I think I accidentally changed the name and I got one thing wrong, and now I've had to basically permanently change the name of the script like altogether because I just cannot work it out. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and especially as I'm streaming, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. This is terrible. Yes, okay, completely on board. I know exactly what you mean. Right. So, where are we up to now? Oh yeah, that was it. We need to get the copy path. It's also, I've kind of accidentally got myself into a little bit of trouble with some of the names, just purely because I realised, yeah, I've got like the escape menu script, and then I've got the escape menu game object script, and I've got so many things which are so similar name. Yeah. Yeah, it's more just like I know that feeling of when you're not sure how a bit of code, like how to actually sort out something. You're thinking, am I just, you know, if I wasn't streaming, I'd normally just kind of like switch something on and just be like, I can't be bothered with this, just throw it away. But it's just when you're streaming, you're like, okay, right. I think there is that focus to try and get it sorted. Right, so we got access to the escape menu. Now, all this is, we actually need to have a public bool. Escape menu showing. Okay, now void update. If input dot get key down, open brackets, key code dot escape. We also want another to have another public bool busy. So if we press escape and we're not busy, then we're going to switch escape menu showing okay, and kind of want to have a public escape menu base script. That's it. Right. So I know you shouldn't ever really do switch statements for booleans, but I think this actually, you know what? No, let's be sensible here. If escape menu showing, then do something else. So then. Public void create escape menu. So the idea is I want to press escape to bring up the menu, and then you can press escape again to close it. Private void, private enumerator create escape menu routine. Start coroutine, create escape menu routine. Busy equals true. Busy equals false. Underscore escape menu base script dot equals instantiate our escape menu go. So the purpose of this, you're gonna be able to access the escape menu whenever you want. So you don't need to click on anything. It's just going to be pressing the escape button. Get component escape menu base script. And now let's actually go into this escape menu. Let's go to the definition. Now at the moment I've got in start, it summons the menu, but we want to actually do it from outside. So now that we've done that, underscore escape menu base script dot summon menu while underscore escape menu base script dot busy. So we're just waiting for yield return null and busy equals false. it looks a little bit long-winded. So if it's not showing, we want escape menu showing equals true, and then create escape menu. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, and now here's where it gets a little bit interesting, is we want to just check. So it's always going to be false, and one other little thing that I want to do before I forget, escape menu script dot instance dot escape menu showing equals false. So when it unsummons, it's saying that it's equal to false. Okay. Right, so first of all, if underscore escape menu base script is not equal to null, and then as much as I want to do a long if statement, we're actually going to do separate if statements within it to make it a little bit clearer. So if underscore escape menu base script dot is not busy, then underscore escape menu base script dot unsummon menu, and that will be resume game. Right now, is this everything that we need? I'm just going to have a quick scan, just check that everything is kind of okay. No, there's one other little thing that I want to put in, because it's one thing which I'm kind of getting slightly better at is sorting out certain problems, because at the moment I think this does technically, I technically don't need to do this code, but it will make me happy. We're going to have public void unsummon menu, unsummon escape menu. Yeah, like I say, it's not technically necessary, but I would rather put it in private enumerator unsummon escape menu routine start coroutine summon escape menu routine is also going to be busy equals true, busy equals false. And while underscore escape menu base script dot busy yield null. There we are. Right. Okay. I think we're good to go now. So right. I think we're good to go. Right. So now we've deleted this. So this is just a test scene, but let's just see. Right. That looks okay. And I can keep testing it. I can try and break it, but it won't, because nothing's going to occur. Yeah. Although I don't really like how it sort of jolts down. That just doesn't look particularly good. I can change that to... I think maybe I should just have that as that. So I won't go into too much detail as to what I've just changed there, but hopefully that should just look a little bit nicer. Oh, just click the wrong button. There we go. So what we need to do, I've just got to remember the... I don't think it's anything particularly difficult. It's something that I'll have to create the game, because I can't remember how to actually exit the game. So escape. Yeah, that's fine. But now, hopefully, now that we've got this, we can just do this in other scenes. So let's have a little test to see if it works. So let's go scenes, main game. Yeah, we'll save that just to be on the safe side. One thing which, when I was actually... So I'm using Slay the Spire as a sort of good guide. I noticed that if you were to, like, end a turn, and then the enemy would start... All the enemies would in turn... No, I mean... I know it's... It used to be something as simple as like scene management.exit game, but I haven't. If you think about it, I haven't actually had to use it in this game yet, and it's like I've just got to remember it. I think it will be. I don't think it's anything too difficult. Anyway, so escape, right, and then just resume game. Let's go back to it, and then we can still do that. But if I was to do that, I can't click anything here. That's good, and then let's go back to the title. Yeah. Right, the only problem is if we press escape menu now, there, which is fine, we don't really need a back to the title. So, right, yeah, let's go back to the title. Let's go back to the same screen that we were on. Application.quit. Oh, awesome. Oh, is it as simple as that? Okay, alright, cool. So let's do the best method of actually finding it, because I've got to put some debug code. So we're on the main game. Escape. I don't care about that. Exit game. Right, there we are. Okay, let's go straight into here. Just staring intently. Oh, it is that. Now, one thing which I'm intrigued with, I think I might have this wrong here. Right, so like if we do actually exit the game, I don't think it stops any. I think it just continues like normal, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it will give us an error message per se, but yeah, it will just... Yeah, and the reason we can't click on anything is a good reason, is because technically this menu is still here, and it's still got its hitbox blocking everything. So if I were to unblock it, then I could carry on playing. I just wanted to just kind of like mainly just saying that for myself. No, that's good. Okay, we are getting there. We're making the progress that we need. So so here's another problem which I'll show. So opening scene. It still actually brings it up during the title. So yeah, which is what I don't want to happen. Oh, why is it not working now? Ah, okay. I think I know why that is the case. Yeah, I do know why. Oh, right, okay, no, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm not too worried. Like, because I'm going to do a proper. I'm going to actually turn it into a game and then sort of experiment it there. But I didn't know that actually. That's actually really useful. That's really useful to know. I do appreciate that. So I can. So I could actually put. So, actually, yeah, we might as well give it a test. I'm guessing this is code that's going to be ignored. Oh yeah. So. Oh yeah. Okay, that might be a problem, but exit game. Oh yeah. Oh wow, beautiful. That's really good. Oh. So, oh, wicked. This is really good. Okay. Now, how do you... Oh, yeah, it's just hash endif. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. I remember that. It's when I was trying to make my Boxitaire game, like... there's a few things that I needed to sort out. So I remember you can have that for, like, if it's an Android or if it's a... yeah, it sorts out those. Okay, that's really good. All right, fantastic. Right, I am happy. Okay, so what we need to do is... so escape menu script. So what we can do now is this one here. What I should have done. I mean, like, I regret it now, and I'm so scared to ever change it. What I should have done is call this the escape menu master script. That would clarify. That makes everything so much easier and easy to distinguish. But I'm too scared to change it because it gave me so much grief earlier trying to change a script. That might be something that I do off stream. Like, and then we'll just, yeah, all I want to have is just that as master, because it will just make a lot more sense. Right, anyway, so if it's there, we're going to have if... How do we get our... oh, yeah. So I'm actually going to... go to definition. So where we've got using, I think we've got scene management. So what I can do, I'm just going to have a new function here, public string get scene name, and it's going to be return scene manager dot... oh no. Okay, it's not quite that. How do we actually get the name of the current scene? Is it application dot... There should... hold on, let's... scene... oh, scene dot... no! Okay, right, there's got to be an easier way of doing this. I can't remember now. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a little play around with this. Why is this so complicated? Okay, I genuinely, for the life of me, can't remember. It's the current active scene. Oh, okay. All right. First of all, let's actually just debug. Let's see if that works. Debug.log. I think that is it. Okay. So if actually, in fact, master script.instance.get scene name. Okay, right. I think we got it. Yeah. Right. So I just want to see if it does say what our current scene name is, and just doesn't add a bunch of extra complicated words to it. Right. Opening scene, yes. Yeah, okay. So the only slight problem that we have right now is, unless I'm mistaken, that particular boolean is now true. So the issue that we've got is upon changing scene. You know what? There's a very easy way to fix that. Okay, right. Anyway, let me actually fix a certain problem, which is it's master script change scene. This is the whole changing scene routine. Right at the end, just before we load the scene, I want to have escape menu script dot instance dot escape menu showing equals false. Okay. Right, that will that's one of those things where you just like, if you press escape and then like while a scene is already changing, it will lead to other problems. Okay. And would it actually make sense? So the only way that we're ever changing scenes is through here. Whilst we are changing scenes, we should probably make it so we should actually check the busy boolean of the master script as well. Okay, I think we do that. I think it might be a little bit overkill, but over here and master script dot instance dot busy, and then put an exclamation mark here. That will save a lot of heartache. So while it's changing scenes or doing something else, we can't press the escape menu, which I'm kind of fine with. Okay, so we've got this name. So we should actually have switch case actually, I'm going to just try and work out exactly what we want to happen. So we pretty much want to show the menu exactly as the same every time, except for we want to avoid doing it in the title screen, and we want to make sure let me just put a pin in that. We're going to come back to that. Okay, now let's go into go to definition. Go to definition. Right. So still. So where we're summoning here. So the back to title thing. We're going to have if. Okay. There's got to be a better way of doing this, but string scene name equals master script dot instance dot get scene name if scene name is equal to main game or let's just find out all the scenes that we actually want the back to title screen on. And I think it's the Destiny map. We'll have the test scene as well, we may as well. And oh yeah, the episode scene I'm going to worry about. That's going to be a whole separate thing which I'll worry about later. So yeah, it's just main game and Destiny map. Okay. And test scene. Because we don't need a back to title when we're on the title. So now over here. Not equal to opening scene. Okay. Right. Because I've actually, what I've kind of got to do, I've got to work out all the actual important things because it's yeah. Because I've got to make sure that when we're on, because when we're on the game over screen and the victory screen, they're going to have a big button at the bottom saying back to title. So I'm not worried. So if you press the escape menu, it won't give you the back to the title because you don't want that there. So let's do a bit of testing. So first of all here, right, so hopefully I should be able to press escape all I like and it won't skip, but I can click to skip this bit. That's fine. Right, and here we've just got exit game and resume game. I know it's not technically, yeah, and we can't click on anything else as well. And now when we're in the Destiny map, yeah, I need a better way of summoning that. We can now go back to title. There should be maybe like an "Are you sure?" but I'm gonna worry about that another time. Right, okay. This is yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, wow, that's awesome, man. That's really cool to hear. Yeah, congratulations, man. Right. Okay. Right. So, I think I'm pretty happy with our menu so far. Yeah. Right. Okay, I need to quickly go to the toilet, but I'll be right back. Break. Yeah, cool. Be right back. Ah, yes, cool. Right, wicked. We're back. Oh yes. Oh how? Oh wow. Is that actually? Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Yes. Okay. I'm sold. Yes. I'm gonna give that a proper go. Yes. I'm excited for that. Right. So. Anyway. Right. Where were we? I want to actually have a quick look at these scenes. Just try and work out. So episode scene. Oh, main menu. Is this just a? Oh, this is a nothing. We can actually just delete this scene, can't we? I was trying to work out. In fact, let's go. Create a folder. Scenes not used. I think everything else is actually quite important. Okay. Right, so we've actually got to work out where we're going next. So what I kind of want to do... let me try and work out the best way, because where we've got the title scene, I kind of want to duplicate this scene, but instead of it saying Rumbletown, it just says Game Over, and there'll be a button to go back to scene. I'll tell you what. Sorry, I apologise. I'm probably going to call the stream here, just purely because I kind of, when I thought, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, but I realised the Game Over scene, even though it's not that complicated, I don't think I've quite got the brain activity to do it. I'm sorry, I probably should have actually said, I'm ending it now, but instead I was like, no, I need to go to the toilet, and then for me to come back to be then, yeah, right, now I'm ending the scene. I'll give that game another try, actually, Lakia. It looks awesome. But yeah, I think I will call it here. Thanks so much for sticking around. I'm going to I'm going to do the Game Over scene next episode. I maybe even tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. Because there's a few things which are just going to be a little bit complicated. And yeah, right. So anyway, right. I'm off then. Yeah, thanks again. I'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm still actually on there. Yeah, no worries. I will actually let you know. Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, no worries. KO2 fan.